Is someone throwing rocks at the RV? I'm home alone. My husband's on the way to Asia, and there are people throwing rocks at the RV. Hey guys, it's Paige. I just dropped Justin off at the airport. He's going to be in India for the week for work. They flew him out there. Nice, huh? So I'm over here. I am all alone by myself in the RV for the week. Justin, basically the entire time I've known him, he has had a job where he travels at least part of the time for work. He remotes for a lot of the office stuff, but he'll go to client sites or other offices. But I am used to being what they call a work widow, where I spend a lot of time by myself. This is kind of an unusual situation because this is the first time I've done it in the RV, for one. The last year and a half I've been on the road with Justin. We've traveled all over the US. We've always been together. But that's not the only reason it's a little different. So up until a few months ago, we always had pets the whole time that we've been together. Fortunately, our last pet just passed away a few months ago. You know, rat face, wonderful, wonderful cat. So I'm alone, there's no pets, there's nothing like that. Except I do have one pet, I'll show you. So this is something that Justin spied for me at Trader Joe's the other day when we were out shopping. I'll show you. Forgive the lighting and everything here. So that is a succulent arrangement we got at Trader Joe's. The succulent in the middle is called a paddle plant or a desert cabbage. They're apparently native to Madagascar, very pretty. There's also some echeveria, it's very standard succulent, and then there's these guys here. Those are Gollum's fingers. Yes, like Lord of the Rings. So I have named the plant Gollum. We'll see how I do. I've been a pretty good assistant here the last year and a half, and I've been studying with Justin. He's got like a full day of flights and whatnot to get there. He's flying, connecting in Singapore, so he's got away. It's gonna be an incredible journey. But yeah, I'm holding down the fort. If anything breaks, it's up to me to fix it. I'm gonna have to dump the tanks on my own. So this is kind of the stress test. How will I do? All alone by myself in the RV. Hopefully I don't get too lonely. At least I have you guys here with me and kind of show you what I'm up to as I go through my week without him. So stay tuned. You know, if anything insane does happen, you'll get to witness that too. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm already noticing one thing. The first thing I'm noticing is that the RV seems much bigger than it normally is. More than twice as big. I always tell people this. When you're looking at layouts and stuff, if you go alone by yourself, don't automatically think, well, I felt good with me in it. In here, I feel good with this amount of space with one person, and then say, so if I get something that's twice as big, it will feel the same way. Not really. You need about 3 times as much space for 2 people, and the reason is that you have to move past each other. So I'm all set here. I can probably just get a lot of work done. And hopefully I won't be too lonely because I have y'all with me. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some editing done. I kind of want to learn OBS this weekend, the live streaming software, because I want to do some screen capture work for another channel that I run, and it seems like a good project. Like, it's pretty chill, and it'll kind of occupy me enough that I have something to do, but it's not terribly pressing. So yeah, probably work on that, play a video game, chill, watch some YouTube, have a Factor dinner, and yeah. Hey guys, it has been a long day. I spent it alone here. Justin is still traveling, going airport to airport. He's currently flying over the ocean on his way to Singapore. So he's over the Pacific right now, flying west. It's about my bedtime. So I was getting ready to go to sleep. It's been pretty good here. The time passed pretty quickly. The one really notable thing is that in our current campsite, we have these really big trees, these big pine trees over us. And every now and then, one of the trees lets a cone loose. And it drops down and it hits our roof, and it's really loud. It's like, like there's a rock or something. Now, it's not damaging the roof, it's just really dramatic. It's those metal roofs on the RVs. If you've been in one in the rain, you know what I'm talking about. It amplifies the noise. It's dramatic enough when Justin's here. It nearly gave me a heart attack when I was here alone. I heard that noise and I was like, ah! But I was like, okay, nobody's throwing rocks at the RV. Yeah, I had this moment where I was like, is someone throwing rocks at the RV? I'm home alone. My husband's on the way to Asia, and there are people throwing rocks at the RV. But then I got a grip and my brain caught up and it's like, okay. But yeah, so I'm all set. I'm in the bed. Justin's side is empty here. I got this one overhead light. It's pretty harsh. I'm about to turn it off, turn in, go to sleep for the night. And I will see you folks in the morning. I apologize in advance. I often have 80s or rock star hair in the morning. We'll see. I'll probably look like something wild dragged in from the woods, but I'll see you folks in the morning. You're good company. You're good listeners. What can I say? Excellent company. Nighty night. Good morning. I did not sleep well. I tried to go to bed and I read for a while on my Kindle because I just couldn't get my brain to shut off, and it felt weird without Justin here, so I was up a little late. And then I kept waking up whenever there was a noise. I guess I miss my best friend. What can I say? I always find it hardest to sleep when he's not here. That's the thing. He's kind of very helpful in that way. And right now he's somewhere over the ocean in an airplane. There's a lot of ocean. There's a 16-hour flight, so he's still flying. So I might take a nap later or something, but to NASA. Alright. Guess I'll get some more work done. That's the big thing. When Justin travels, I get more work done. I always tell people it's basically like a work trip for me too, whenever he goes. Especially now with the RV. I love Justin. He's my best friend, and you know, I'm going to be so glad to see him in a week. But when you're living in 200 square feet and you both work from home and there aren't any doors between the two of you, and Justin is on Zoom pretty much all day long taking meetings, it can make things interesting. You know, I have a lot of editing work that I do on the couch. I have a lot of writing I do, and I have other business I'm doing, but stuff like this, like recording a video, I tend to do a lot of that outside, or if I'm doing voiceovers, I have to plan around when he has meetings, and they can be very spontaneous if there's an issue. So because I have the more flexible job, because I work for myself and run my own business, I have to be a lot more flexible than Justin. Essentially, I work around his job, not the other way around. So when he leaves, he takes his job with him, and my entire work life is a lot different. I tend to work longer hours when he's not here, partly because I think it distracts me from being lonely, but also it's just such an easy time. So I have a ton of scripts that are set for this channel and for my other channel, which is a mix of different topics that I feel strongly about, and also a lot on content creation and running your own business. Actually, it's on this channel page here. you scroll down, you'll see it. It's the Page Turner channel. But yeah, I have a lot of that to do. A lot of scripts written, so I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm just going to sit down and bang out a whole bunch. But first, coffee. Been on a cold brew kick lately. So before we moved full-time on the road, we were in an apartment, and I had just landed a really good contract, so we had a big windfall. We actually ended up having so much money from this contract that we were able to do a lot. It was how we bought our Jeep, and it really gave us a big down payment on the RV out of nowhere. My job tends to be feast or famine. Justin's is the more steady job. He is on salary and he has benefits. I have big bunches of money that come in and then droughts. I have a little bit that's steady, but when you're doing content creation and when you're doing business in general, it can be very feast or famine. Anyhow, I had this big windfall a few years back, and I had built the business to one of my big goals financially, where I really wanted to be. And so Justin convinced me to get an espresso machine. So I had a very nice espresso machine when we lived in Sticks and Bricks. It was pretty awesome. I would, steam milk and do that, and it was very easy to use. Unfortunately, this is a very nice espresso machine. It's fragile. It's not something that would go well on the road, plus the power use and the space and all of that. So that's not a possibility. We actually have like a nice little setup for pour over coffee and things, so I can make proper coffee, but a lot of times I'm just too exhausted from work and traveling and a lot of the maintenance on the RV, the everyday upkeep of things, that I got into just buying concentrated cold brew in the store, and then some kind of almond milk or oat milk. I don't do really well with cow's milk. I have some issues. I actually have some allergic stuff. It's not lactose. I get like hives and all kinds of really bad symptoms when I drink it. I do that. I pour it. I do it over the ice from the ice maker, and it is great and it is solid. So I do that, and I actually also have some caffeine pills. I think Justin got some that have L-theanine in them, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so it's kind of our life. This RV park here that we're staying at, I don't know, maybe a third or a quarter of them has free coffee over in the office. And some days I'll go and get that. They have a Keurig machine all set up. But, a lot of days, got my NASA mug and my cold brew and my iced coffee. It's pretty good. It's a good way to start the morning. So, yeah, I got some work to do. I might actually get myself a treat today, too. I don't have quite enough Factor, really, to bring me through the week. Well, I'm getting another Factor delivery on Tuesday. That's true. But there's this Korean restaurant that's nearby that I was going to try and see. Apparently they have this Korean burrito, so I'm looking forward. I think I'm going to try that and see how it is and, test it out. I've been really curious. I like those kind of fusion foods, the kind of funky stuff, and I can see if Justin would like it. So I can be the king's taste tester while he's gone. But yeah, good solid morning. And I think there's going to be a lot of this week. I will talk to you guys a little later. Cheers.
I have a flipping walk-in closet. This tub. Oh, good. It's a Western toilet. I guess you kind of need the frosted glass because you see right through. Reminds me of the one in Mexico. This place is massive compared to our rig. There you go. And I have some friends apparently. Oh. If I'm really hurting, there's a McDonald's across the way apparently, so.
Hey, so forgive my red, sweaty appearance. I just walked 3 miles. It's 86 degrees out, humid, there were hills involved. I got a good workout. That was kind of the idea. I finished up many hours of work and wanted a break, so I went for a walk, and then for dinner I stopped by at a Korean restaurant on the way home. And I'll show you what I got. It's this Korean fusion burrito. Soda. I asked them for the hot and mild salsas. And this is a big old beef bulgogi burrito. Pretty excited about it. This place was recommended to me by a friend. It's bigger than I thought it was gonna be, so I'm glad I went for that walk. I might be having half of that tomorrow. I mean, look, there's my hand for scale. Whew. All right, I'm gonna sit down, have some dinner, relax a little bit. I might actually work some more tonight on some editing. Today I was mostly recording film. You know what they say, no rest for the wicked, and I've done a lot of things. See you soon. Hey guys, it's the middle of the week. Pardon the wet hair, I just took a shower, and with that shower I am gonna dump the tanks. So this is the first time I've ever dumped tanks without Justin actually being here. I have actually done it before with him there. He's had me do it. Oh gosh, right back when we first got the rig, I basically did it, and he coached me through it just because he wanted to know that I knew how and that I was capable, so that I didn't worry about it. Typically he does it. It's a lot easier just to have one person monitoring how full the tanks are and doing it. That way we're not stepping on each other's toes, and then somebody does it, somebody's already done it, and then we're having to do the toilet treatment twice and wasting product and all that. So normally that's his task. But yeah, I've had a really good week. Mostly been working, talking to Justin a little bit. India is 12.5 hours off of Pacific time, which is what I'm on right now, US Pacific time. So we have a short window of time every day where basically a couple hours before he goes to bed, when I'm just waking up, and vice versa, that we can talk to each other on either end. So it's been really interesting. We're making it work. I'll be glad that he's home in just a few days. I do miss my best friend. I'm doing fine here, but I'll tell you a secret. I really like Justin, so it'll be nice to have him home again. But yeah, I'm about to go outside. I actually gotta put my shoes on, so I'll do that real quick. Let's see here. Take you with me. Got kind of a Blair Witch Project video editing, or get kind of a Blair Witch Project filming style. Sorry, I'm still kind of waking up. It's still early-ish here, so it actually is overcast outside. Not raining at the moment. It's part of why I did this. It started raining last night. I had just gotten into bed, and so I had to jump up and run out and close up all the vents and make sure that we were good for the rain, because it was kind of surprise rain. But yeah, I'll go dump the tanks and see how that goes, and then I'll do the toilet treatment and all that. So fingers crossed. The big test. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I probably should have put the chairs away, huh? Oh well. They'll dry out. I'll dump out that water in a little bit. Okay, so our model, part of the trick is getting under this slide here. Okay. All right, so you got the black and the gray levers. You want to do the black first, because that way you can use the gray water, which is kind of like soapy water mostly, to flush out any no nasties. So I'm going to pull the black lever. And I'm going over here to monitor the elbow. I'm not going to show you stuff coming out of the hose here because that's a little unseemly. You don't want to see it, but I'm just monitoring the elbow to make sure everything goes through and nothing gets clogged. It's actually flowing really good. And for the record, I've seen this before. I've hung out with Justin while he's dumped a lot of times. I've actually done this myself before with him here. Yep. Doesn't look like it was full. Probably, you know, a little under half full, which makes sense because I've been here alone. But Justin thought this would be the best time for me to do it because then I'd only have to do it once. And then when he comes back, he can dump, do a sanit flush, the whole works. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm gonna go back to the thing to do the gray. That let loose good. So if you want to see the hardest part about this, the ground is all muddy from where it rained overnight. And there's a little kind of a bare spot around the utilities. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wash off my sandals, the bottoms, when I get back in so I don't track mud all over the place, and I feel kind of bad about that. The big thing was not slipping there though. And I'm still monitoring the elbow. It's coming out good. It's actually, if you want to see the gray tank, it's just clear stuff. Nothing too crazy. Slowing down. It's just a little trickle now. Now, Justin said that people kind of argue about whether to leave both of these open while you're dumping them both, like the valve, and that he leaves it open. He leaves the black open while he's dumping the gray. There isn't really a definitive answer on this. That's just kind of his preference. Seems pretty easy, but now that we're done, I'm gonna close everything up. There we go, went in as hard as it would. I'm gonna close up. I'm gonna see if I can get this done here. Again, the ground's real muddy. All right. Okay, all set. And we're gonna get out of this mud. So my shoes are a little muddy, so I'm gonna leave them outside on the welcome mat. I'm also gonna take care of those a little bit, get the water off them, but right now let's do the toilet treatment so I don't forget. Okay, I'm all set up in here for it. This is not sponsored, but recently we've been using the Matt's RV review RV toilet treatment. So I'm gonna see, I've got a little tripod at the bottom of this selfie stick. I'm gonna see if I can kind of get you so that you're pointed so that I don't have to, well, you can still see you a little bit. Maybe if I spin you around, can I spin you around? Maybe if I just kind of, yeah, there we go. There we go. So I can just kind of do this real quick for you. I don't have a cameraman right now. So Justin said if I squeeze, I'll fill up this little chamber here. Oh, I'm supposed to turn this off here. Oh yeah, it's much easier with the cap off, everybody. There. So Justin said, put in 2 of these and then do 2 full bowls of water. That's a little overkill for a lot of systems, but we've been full timing for 1.5 years and we're trying to baby our system a little bit. Okay, I got the 2 full capfuls in there. I'm gonna fill up the toilet bowl completely once with water, flush, fill it up again with water, flush, and then the new tank will be ready. So I did it. You know, no, it isn't rocket science, but it's good to get that out of the way, you know. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Well, my shoes aren't too bad. They could be a lot worse. I'll show y'all. I'm still gonna see if I can rinse them off real quick, and then I will take care of those wet chairs outside. Fun times. Good morning. It's Saturday. And you know what that means? I'm going to pick up Justin. I'm going to go to the airport and get Justin. I woke up right at the right time without setting an alarm, which is good. I didn't oversleep, thanks. I probably should have set an alarm, but that's okay. And I took a shower, about to dump the gray tanks for Justin so he can get a shower when he comes back, and then I'm gonna leave from the airport after I talk to y'all. But I wanted to hop on real quick just to talk about how the week went. So you saw little bits and pieces of it. I have to say it was relatively uneventful, and when you say uneventful, that can mean either good or bad. It was good. I got a lot of work done. I had trouble sleeping the first couple nights. It was weird because you get used to the sounds of somebody else, just kind of their presence. But after the first couple of nights, I figured out how to sleep in the RV alone, which was good. Like, my brain calmed down. It was like, okay, it's fine. It's fine to sleep here without Justin. So that was pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty chill in the campground this morning. Well, I say it's chill. There actually people were walking their dogs, a couple different families, and the dogs got into a little fight. So there was a big dog going woof 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 and a little dog going beep 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 beep. And it was pretty crazy and loud there for a minute, but seems like they resolved their dispute. Normal RV park stuff. I have to say that I'm really excited that I get to see my best friend here soon. I always love our reunions when he's away for work, but I'm also really glad I had this week alone in the RV because it was really freeing and peaceful, and it was good to know that I could do it, you know, that I could be here alone and feel comfortable. I mean, I've done it before, an apartment and a house, but the RV is a little different. You're more exposed, more subject to nature. You know, there were a few tasks like dumping the tanks that was important, so it was just good to know that I can. So yep. I was home alone for the week and I didn't have to fight off any burglars or anything like Macaulay Culkin in the old movies. No traps, nothing like that. Very peaceful, very productive. Yeah, I am really looking forward to going and picking up my best friend. So I'm gonna say it's been great talking to you as always. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.